attention more inward to the experience of body and mind in the present moment. As we begin a period of meditation, it's skillful to be aware of what we're bringing into the beginning, expectations, wanting to experience something, wanting to get rid of something, wanting to be peaceful, not wanting to be agitated. Wanting to get back to some previous experience that we've had. So it's good just to make conscious of our intentions, expectations that we might be bringing into this period of meditation. The Buddha differentiated between skillful desire and unskillful desire. Even in Pali, there are two words. More skillful desire is called chanda, where unskillful desire is called tanha. So if we're approaching a period of meditation with tanha, the craving to get something, get a certain experience, well, the Buddha said tanha leads to suffering. So if we can't get into that peaceful state that we desire, then we'll get frustrated or get back to the experience we wanted. Disappointment, frustration, depressed. So these, if we bring tanha into our meditation, then this can be the result. When we approach meditation with the wanting to get something from it. On the other hand, there's chanda. This is desire more informed with wisdom. So, chanda is that wish to learn from whatever comes up. The aspiration to be awake in the present moment. And, with this attitude, then there's no disappointment, frustration, because the willingness just to be with whatever arises, whatever the experience of the present moment presents to us. if we approach meditation with the idea we've got to get rid of thoughts, then meditation becomes a struggle. The desire to get rid of thoughts. But a different approach will be just to be awake and aware of the thoughts that are coming and going. Learning from the different thoughts. And the sense of just stepping back to observe the storyline rather than getting carried away by it. So, nice thoughts, not so nice thoughts, silly thoughts. Don't have to judge them, just observe them all in the same way as thoughts that are arising and passing away. We sometimes can break up the storyline by noticing the silence at the end of a train of thought or between thoughts. It's natural that we seek more of a pleasant experience than an unpleasant one. But the Buddha taught us also to be mindful of this quality of feeling. In terms of not getting carried away with a pleasant feeling and not reacting to an unpleasant feeling. But just being awake to the feeling tone of the present moment. Sometimes, we judge our meditation by the feeling content of it. If it was unpleasant, we say, oh, that was a bad meditation. If it was pleasant, we say, oh, that was a great meditation. But maybe it's the difficult meditations where we learn the most, when we have to bear with something not easy. We have to bear with something unpleasant. Maybe this is where wisdom and the strength of mindfulness is more developed. Though we can in meditation just practice being aware of whatever's coming and going in the present moment. If our awareness is not so developed, our mindfulness not so developed, it is quite easy just to get lost in our thoughts. One thought triggers off another thought, triggers off another thought, triggers off an emotion, memories. And the bell goes and we'll worry. So this is why it can be helpful to use a meditation object to keep us more present, to help us to disengage from the habits of thought that take us away from the present moment, into the past, into the future. The Buddha taught the first foundation or things to establish mindfulness on is the body. And maybe this is not so easy because a lot of our conditioning is to live in our thinking mind. Our education, everything is more, tends to keep us in the realm of thought, ideas. Not many of our education brought us back into the body, into awareness of the body. So, bringing awareness into the body at first is not so easy. But as we cultivate the skill more, then we can develop it. So, mindfulness of the body, being mindful of the breath, in and out breath, or sensations in the body. We know that if we are maintaining some awareness in the body, then for some of this period of meditation, we've been in the present moment. Now, mindfulness of breathing is taught in different ways. My particular preference is to teach in a more expansive way, Say, not trying to, say, absorb into a sensation at the tip of the nose. But using the in and out breath to, say, tune in with the whole body experience. So there is the sensation at the tip of the nose, but also there's movements of the chest, movements of the abdomen, as we follow the breath in, this sense of expansion. Following the breath in from the nose, down into the trunk of the body, even to feel the buttocks on the meditation cushion or the seat. So using the breath to make us aware of the whole body. And in this way, it's developing a more spaciousness of awareness that's more allowing the different bodily sensations, thoughts, feelings. So as long as we're maintaining some sense of body awareness, we're not lost or limited by getting absorbed into the thinking processes. Or whatever things that arise in the mind we tend to get absorbed into. Thoughts, fantasies, images. You see, the Buddha encourages us to cultivate a mind that is like the great earth. Whatever is thrown onto the earth doesn't react to it. Nice things, ugly things, dirty things, clean things. Developing a mind that can accommodate not a mind that's trying to absorb into something to get rid of everything else. A limited mind, or a mind that gets limited by getting absorbed into the thinking processes. So developing a quality of awareness that can accommodate the body, is aware of the body, but it's also aware of the different thoughts coming and going, aware of the feeling of the present moment. Noticing the things we tend to react to, not want. with a more expansive awareness. We begin to notice just how certain mind states affect the body. Where we feel the different mind states in the body. So there's a somatic intelligence. That the body can also inform us about the mind. Noticing the relationship between the body and the mind. So breathing into the body, breathe into the feeling in the body, can be more effective in letting go of mind states than the tendency to think about it. Sometimes the thinking mind just tends to complicate, make mountains out of molehills. So just coming back to the simplicity of an in and out breath, breathing in and out into the body. And a sense of trusting in this awareness in the present moment to transform, to clear, to let go of afflictive mind states. As we near the end of this period of meditation, it's noticing now, are we maintaining this chanda, this awakeness in the present moment? Or are we getting into wishing for the bell to go, into judgments of how the meditation has been, disappointment, doubts? But with chanda, it was as it was. And something to, say, compliment yourself that you've practiced being awake in the present moment to whatever has arisen and passed away. Maybe from that we've allowed things to settle a bit. We feel a bit more peaceful, centered. We've learned something from this time about the body and mind. So, whoever joined us this evening, we're pleased you could join us. And now we will just finish by paying respects to the Triple Gem.